Hi, Benji here, and inspired by the recent Brockwell Park case, this is why we need to protect London's right to be noisy. A campaigner has won a High Court challenge over the use of Brockwell Park in South London for a series of music festivals this summer. And the ruling does make sense from a legal standpoint. The court found that Lambeth Council acted unlawfully by allowing events that exceeded a 28-day limit for temporary land use without proper planning permission. However, the way people are discussing the outcome reveals something concerning about how many view noise in cities like London. As summed up by this post from noise campaigner Jon Stewart, it's clear that many are celebrating the ruling because it will make Brockwell Park and the surrounding areas quieter. This sentiment that noise is inherently negative is becoming increasingly common in many parts of London, where residents want the benefits of city life without the inevitable sounds that come with it. London has always been a noisy city, and that noise is part of its identity. Reducing cultural events to a nuisance, rather than recognizing them as essential parts of city life, is incredibly detrimental. And this doesn't just apply to events like festivals. Since the pandemic, noise complaints against nighttime businesses in London have increased by 53%, contributing to the closure of many late-night venues. And while it's not true that all noise complaints are rooted in elitism, as anyone can be negatively impacted by excessive sound, increases in such sentiment do correlate with gentrification in cities. As neighborhoods change, sounds that were once part of the community start to feel out of place to newer residents, and conversations around volume become a way to enforce perceptions of what counts as acceptable noise. When we talk about noise in the context of events, we should be critically considering whose needs are being prioritized and at what cost. Brockwell Park's festivals and similar events bring together diverse groups, support local businesses, and help keep culture and community alive in the city. Balance is needed. Protecting green spaces and addressing noise concerns is important, and residents' concerns matter. But London's identity is rooted in its sounds, and this side of the conversation deserves far greater credibility and attention than it's currently being given. Hope that helps. Bye.